Right, we are now approaching the most haunted place in Clifton. We're going to head to the Clifton Grove. Now there's a lot of stories around here, especially like some that I know, and I bet there's loads that you guys know as well. So let's go explore and find out what makes this place so spooky. I mean, you can tell this place has been around for quite a while. I mean, look at all these signs. You can feel the history in the air. I wonder what spookiness lies within the atmosphere. What's that? Oh, it's just a dog walker. At least it's not all doom and gloom. This is actually a nature reserve as well, so we need to be on the lookout for quite a few of these fine... Look, bats! What'd I tell you? Dracula lives here. And also the vicious vul. We all know how scary those are. So when you come to the fork in the road, do you go up the hill or down? I know it's a nice little river way we can walk, but this is actually where the spookiness happens. Wish I wore better shoes. Yeah, it's a shame to chop this down. There's a really good hiding spot for the highwayman. I'm not saying it's scary, but look, even the horse has crapped himself. Well, I ain't climbing that. Right, this brings us number one ghost story. This is Devil's Drop. So the story goes, children used to come down here to start fishing at night time, you know, when the parents didn't know, and they'll be panicking looking around, and eventually they'll look up and they'll see a woman in white without a head, and she'll be there like on a horse. I know what you're thinking, there's a lot of headless riders going about the UK. Maybe it's her. She must get some mileage, eh? But why is it so dangerous today? Well, I'll tell you, if you go up there and slip, it's kind of a long way down. I know the camera doesn't really do it justice, but a lot of jaggedy edges. Some have climbed it, some haven't, but who dares? So what actually classes these stories as ghost stories? Are they true, or are they made up by some kids? Who knows, but they've been passed down from generation to generation, like my dad, my granddad. I mean, even a lot of my friends have known some that I've never known, so what is real and what is in this fantasy realm?
Yeah, so it has a lot of different energies to this place. A lot of people have also reported seeing some sort of ghost train appearing at night along this path. I mean, I'm not even sure if this is really a rail line.
Yeah, it proves how old this place is, because not that long ago there was an avalanche, so the dirt crumbled and blocked the path. It's been shifted now over here, as you can see all this rubble. So I was hoping to find some weird remains or something here to make this place a bit more spooky, but time is its own enemy, I suppose. So here we are, Witch's Steps. So why is it called Witch's Steps? Well, rumour has it there used to be 3 witches here. They practiced witchcraft and then the villagers didn't like it and burnt it down. But before they did, as an act of vengeance, they cursed the water, which would be forever pure for everyone's witchcraft. So that's how the story goes. But is there a real legend behind this? Well, actually there is. Apparently there was a midwife that used to live in the hut just up there. So let's go and have a proper look. Right, they've installed a rope here now as well. This is good, isn't it? Proper adds to the... It's quite spooky, isn't it? Yeah, so this wasn't here last time, the rope. I mean, health and safety at its finest, but I think it really adds to it now. It makes it look a bit more vintage. If you have a look on my dad's YouTube of his only video, you'll see what it used to look like before they put this in. So, this is part of the old midwife's house, or AKA the witch. So they've got the witch's tree here, with the witch's rope, which is also a new addition to the story. I tell you, every time I come here it changes. But what is the true legend? Who knows? How do I get that? Apparently it's bad luck to cross the stream. Where's that Ghostbusters? Well, here we are, the bridge. Troll bridge to you people who've never seen the bridge before. So legend says that you have to walk really slow so you don't make any noise, or else the troll's arm will reach out and grab you and pull you under. So I'm going to attempt this now. So if I get pulled under, then you've got footage. Ooh, nearly. Right, so if you look there, you can see the parts of the old like fishing bridge. So people used to come here and fish back in the day. So one time I was down here, we were camping at the other end of the river there, and it was night time obviously, and I was looking at the river, I was trying to skim stones as you do, and I seen something like a dome in the water. So I looked a bit closer, and it went under, and I was like, okay. So then I kind of went to go step on one of the stones, and it wasn't actually a stone, it was like some bit of dirt, and my foot went straight into the water. And then when I looked up again, I saw like a half-man thing. It was like scaly, and he just went under the water dead quietly. So I got out of the water quick, and I said to my mates, I was like, did you see that? And they were like, no, but then we heard like a splash, like, and they all looked up. And I was like, see? Mental. So yeah, so there's a creature in this lake. Like, I don't know much about the legends, but I know what I saw. What is that? Is that a goat? What? No, actually no, it's just a log. Yeah, so my dad used to play football on the field over there with his mates, and they're all kicking about as you do, and then one of them kicked it too far into this woods. This is Grammar Woods. So they ran in trying to find the ball, and then on the tree they found like this goat thing tied up, and there's all two kids would not dare go in. So they left the ball and just ran out of the woods. So this fence behind us right here, that never used to be here. They've only really put this up like in the last like years or so to stop kids from running into this bit. So yeah, I don't know what that was. It could have been witchcraft, or it could have even been students messing about. So I'm sure that this is the tree. My dad showed me this before. So yeah, dangling in these branches, like right here, was where somewhere about here was where the goat was. Yeah, so you see of all these roots like sticking up, you don't even know which tree's going to fall over next, do you? Oh, I hope that's not our grave. I suppose we better get out of here, don't we? Here is like dead weird. I can like feel like a mad energy, so I don't know what like we should be going around here. There's like holes dug, and then there's like birds and twigs snapping. It's a well different atmosphere from earlier this morning, isn't it? Like, let's see what else we've got, kids. Right, you see me?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where I saw something, and this is probably the most scared I've ever been in my life. I was walking down here once, and I was with Adam and Stacey, and I started walking, and at the corner of my eye, I just felt something like, like, as you do, and I looked just over there, and I saw like these little dots, and I was like, why is these like little yellow lights are here? And then Stacey turned to me, and she was like, Tom, they're not yellow, they're like red. And I was like, red? And as I looked, I went in closer, and I could like, the eyes like kind of followed me up, and they were like over from me, and it looked like a kind of a silhouette of a bear, and it started growling. So Adam and Stace kind of walked back, and I was just like, I stood my ground, and I could feel the hairs on my like arms standing up in my neck, and I was trying to get mad to try and match its energy, and then I just gripped it as much as I could. I was like looking at it, and this thing just started to get a bit smaller, and then it just ran like back down here, and I never saw it again. This was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. It was like twice the size of me. And back here there used to be bushes here, like now they're not there no more. So I think they must have been cut down or whatever, like little short stumps. So it started small and grew. And that is my ghost story on this journey.
Fucking hell, what's that? Jesus. Someone just touched on the back of my neck. I think it's twigs fell off that tree.
So yeah, we're leaving the grove now. So bye bye, you spooky ass woods. Right, here it is, Clifton Manor. So the finale of this ghost tour. So there's a lot of spooky stuff that goes on around there apparently. So it used to be built on like, it was a school back in like the whatever hundreds, I'll put it here. And then apparently people see like women like at the windows like watching them as they go by from the grove where we just come, but sadly we didn't catch any glimpses. But what more is creepy is a lot of sounds can be heard coming from there, like cries of a baby behind walls and stuff like that. So it's really, really weird. So is it all true? Is it not? So then, what do you think to my stories? The stories of Clifton that I have grown up with. Are they right? Are they wrong? Has everyone got any other stories they want to share? So if you do, then please put it below in the comments because I would love to hear them. We do love a little bit of mystery after all.
Time of the Tom. Wasn't that terrifying? Well, don't forget to like and subscribe. I might do more. Here's something extra.
Let's see if I can beat my 17-year-old brother. That's another story. You have to go to the top and you get a wish. I bet he went when it was dry. Wasteful. Yay!
You still got it.
This is a nightmare. I bet he did it when it was dry. Oh God.